All right, testing. All right, Shalom Israel, Shalom Ba'Shem Yahshua Barakathum to the brothers, Shalom Yahweh Shamar Alatah Ba'Shem Yahshua to the sisters. We at the Isupk Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the manager Johnny Hanna. And we teach that also for Black Hispanics and Native Americans are God's chosen people. We are the true biblical Israelites that the Bible speaks of, or in Esau, or as you know him as the white man, is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
All right, so just so we're just for clarification, we are the true biblical Israelites. We are not affiliated with what you know of as today as the nation of Israel. That would be the so-called Jewish man or the Israelis. They are not the true biblical Israelites.
Right.
There's the Jewish man who has stolen our identity and has lied to the world. All right. So now today, for anybody who doesn't already know, today's a Sabbath service. We're going to be reading out the book of Deuteronomy. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, verse 4 to chapter 14, verse 2. Priest and also Ibad Ya'ala will be reading in the Hebrew. It's about 49 verses in the Hebrew. So we do 7 in the Hebrew, then 7 in the English. So we'll have, we're going to call the brother in a second. He'll be reading in the English and then we'll give the breakdown. If anybody has any comments, questions, concerns, by all means, feel free to put it in the chat or, of course, ask questions throughout class.
Right.
Now, with that being said, you got anything about before we continue?
No, sir.
With that being said, imagine just me and the brother right here. All right, come over to station registry. Oh no, you're 12. You can sit down. Oh, yeah, just sit. All right, station registry.
Shakat, Bon God, Bon Yashralah.
Shakat, Bon Gad, Bon Yashralah.
Yahabashim. Yahabashim Yahushua Barakatah.
Yahabashim Yahushua Barakatah.
Yashralah. Yashralah.
Mighty one Panyal Kudum, Mr. Brian, stand face to east. We're going over the prayers in Hebrew and English. Beginning with the Lord's Prayer. Just repeat after me. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayah, Kodash, Haya, Sabka, Yahweh, Malakatka, Taba'at, Zaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'aratza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamaya, Letalanawa, Lakam, Call, Yawam, Kasalachnawa, Kabawachnawa, Kasalachnawa, Kabawathinawa, Bala'a, Tabiyanawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Ha'ala, Hathapara, La'awalamya, Aman.
Now in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name. Yahweh.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done
in earth.
As
it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily bread. Forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
into
temptation.
But deliver us
from evil. For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
Forever.
So be it.
Amen. This is the power in the Hebrew Yahweh. Bahashem Yahushai.
Bahashem
Babu Kusha.
Kusha.
Netalanawa.
Netalanawa.
Hakah. Hakah. Narapa'ah. Call Makala. Call Madawa. Hakah. Latzahar. Hamatazariah. Hakah. Hakwayim. Hamafia. Hakah. Arakawa. Batama'ala, Lagar Sun, Bahashemi Hawashai, the water of mud.
This is Hakak, which is the power in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please
Give
us the power.
Give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you. So be it.
So be it. This is blessed Israel in the Hebrew Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashemi Hawashai.
Hashem Yahushua.
Barak Lanawa. Wayashra'ala. Wahabaya. Saparia. Barak. Bahashemi Hawashai. The water of mud.
What you said was, Lord. In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
In
In the name of Yahushua.
the name of Yahushua.
Thank you. So be it.
So be it. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Hallelujah.
All. Baharyam. Ma'ayan. Daba'ah. Isaiah. Ma'aim. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayam. Ba'aratizah. Ayathan. Namawat. Ragalka. Ayanawam. Shamarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Salmar. Yasra'ala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Ayad. Yamyanka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakaka. Wayarah. Balayala. Yahweh. Yasamarka. Makal. Rai. Yasamar. Aftapashka. Yahweh. Yasamar. Taza'afka. Wabawa'aka. Mayata. Wa'ai. I will know.
Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee, will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel,
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber, nor sleep.
nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade.
The Lord is thy shade.
Upon thy right hand.
Upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve
The Lord shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
And thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth
And even.
forevermore. Forevermore. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al Dami Alakah. Al Taka Arash. Al Tasquat. All Kayahana. Ayawabika. Yahama. Yawan. Ra'ash. Alaimaka. Yairiyomwa. Sabada. Wayata. Yaitizawa. Al Tizapowinyaka. Amarwa. Lakawa. Wanakakidim. Magaya. Wala'a. Yazakar. Shamya Sha'ala. Alada. Kaya. Nawa Aitizawa. Laba. Yakadwa. Ayaka. Baryaf. Yakarafwa. Ahoya. Adawam. Wayashamai. Alayam. Mawa'aba. Hagaryam. Gabal. Waimawan. Waimalak. Halasha. I'm Yeshabia. Tazawar. Gum Ashawar. Nalawa. Imam. Hayawa. Zarawai. Labunya. Lawat. Salah. Aisha. Lahum. Kamadia. Kasaya. Sara'ah. Kayabya. Banakar. Wayaswan. Nasan Mawa. Ba'aya. Da'ara. Hayawa. Daman. La'adama. Sayatama. Nada. Yamawa. Ka'ira. Kazaba. Kazaba. Wakatazomanai. Call Nasi Yakamwa. Bashar. Amarwa. Naya Rasha. Anawa. Na'awa. Alahayim. Alahaya. Sayatama. Kagogala. Kakwas. Lapunya. Rawaka'a. Ka'ash. Tabaira. Ya'ira. Wakalahaba. Talaha. Hariyam. Kun. Tharadama. Basairika. Wabasa. Wapaka. Tabahalam. Mala'a. Punyahum. Kalawan. Wayabukwashu. Shamka. Yahweh. Yabashu. Wayabahowa. Ayai. Wayakaparwa. Wayabara. Wayadaiwa. Kayata. Shamka. Yahweh. Labaka. Aywan. Alcohol.
This is Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O God.
O God.
For lo.
For lo.
Thine enemies.
Thine enemies.
Make a tumult.
Make a tumult.
And they that hate.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted.
And consulted.
Against thy hidden ones.
Against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said,
Come.
Come.
And let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
At the name of Israel.
In the name of Israel.
There be no more remembrance.
There be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And Hagarenes.
And Hagarenes.
Gabal.
Gabal.
And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
A sword also was joined with them.
A sword also was joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And like Zeid.
And like Zaid.
Yea. All their princes.
All their princes.
As Zabak.
As Zabak.
And as Almunah.
And as Almunah.
Who said.
Let
us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The house of God.
The house of God.
In possession.
In possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flames set the mountains on fire.
As the flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Lord.
O Lord.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled.
And troubled. Forever.
Yea.
Let
them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
Whose
Whose
name alone
is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high
over
all the earth. These are the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Matazabi Ah.
Matazabi Ah.
Alawapia Hana.
Alawapia Hana.
Alawapim. Hasaranyam.
Hasaranyam.
Hakotazayanyam. Hakahoyoyam. Wa Akwatyan. Yahweh. Wa Hashem Yahushai. The water. Amen.
The blessing in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushai.
And Yahushai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yohana.
Commanding General Yohana.
The generals.
The generals. Captains.
The officers.
Officers.
The troopers.
And
the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Sorry, face me. And you may be seated. All right, for anybody who's now just tuning in, again, this is the Sabbath service. We're going to be reading out of the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, verse 4, all the way to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 2. As I stated before, priest and officer Abad Ya'ala will be reading in the Hebrew, 49 verses in the Hebrew. It'll be 7 verses. And then we have the trooper in the middle. He will be reading in the English. And again, of course, if anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, by all means, feel free to ask. With that being said, ready up?
Come on, guy. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, verse 4 in the Hebrew. La'at ta'aisha wana ka la Yahweh alahayakam. Verse 5, kaya all hamakwawam ashar yapakar Yahweh alahayakam makar. Sabbath yakam lashawam shamawa shama lashakanawa. Tara rashawa waba'ath shamaha. Verse 6, Wahaba'atham Shamaha Al-Thayakam Wazabak Yakam Wa'ath Ma'aisha Rath Yakam Wa'ath Thara Wamath Aid Yakam Wana Darayakam Wana Da Bath Yakam Wabakarath Bakwar Kama Watazanakam. Verse 7, Wa akala thumb shema lapani Yahweh alahayakam washamach thama bakar masalak aid yakam a thumb wabathah wabath yakam ashar barak Yahweh Alahayakam, verse 8. La'ata Aishanawa, Kakal, Ashar, Akanawa, Aishawam, Paha, Hayawam, Ayash, Kal, Hayashar, Ba'ainawan, it's like a Ba'ai, Yanawa, verse 9. Kaya La'a, Ba'atham, Ai, Atha, Aita, All, Hamanawaka, Wa'al, Ha, it's like Hanakala, Ashar, Yahweh, Alahayakam, Nathan, Laka, verse 10, last verse. Why Baratham Ath, it's like Ha Yaradan, Waya Shabbath, Waya Shabbatham, Ba'arataza Ashar Yahweh Alahayakam, Manakaya Athkam, Wahanayak, it's like Wahanayak Lakam, Makala, Ayabayakam, Masa Baya Ba, Waya Shabbatham, Batak.
So you'll read Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, and we'll start at verse 4.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, and verse 4. Ye shall not.
Y'all have one. Do y'all want to water or anything? Water? Okay.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, and verse 4. Ye shall not do so unto the Lord your God.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5. But unto the place which the Lord your God shall choose out of all your tribes to put his name there, even unto his habitation, shall ye seek, and thither
Mm-hmm.
thou shalt come.
Okay, so we'll stop real quick just to kind of get everybody up to speed. So we're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12. So what we've been reading for the past few weeks is we are now. We've been reading the warnings that Moses was giving to us at this time. So before what you know of as the land of Israel, it was once the land of Canaan. We went to war with the Canaanites, and that was the land that was promised unto us. The land of milk and honey. Now, was it literally the land of milk and honey? No, it's really to represent abundance. Right. It's supposed to be a fruitful land. This is the land that was meant for us, right? Now, at this time, Moses was giving us a warning. Does anybody know why he was giving us a warning? And people in the chat are also free to put in any comments or anything if you want. Just off of your own opinion, why do you think Moses was giving us a warning at this time? We just got into the land of Canaan. We won, right? Now we're in our new land, but for some reason Moses is warning us. What is he warning us about? I'll give you a hint. Think about where we were before. We were coming out of Egypt, right? Were we, put it like this, were we nice to Moses or Aaron or the Most High when we were being brought up out of Egypt? I'll give it to you for time's sake. No, we weren't. Right. We were very ungrateful. We went over it a few times, very ungrateful. We were complaining. We doubted the Most High. Of course, y'all already know of the golden calf. Some of us were saying that we wanted to go back to Egypt. We were comfortable being slaves, pretty much. Right. All right. So throughout this journey, we cursed the Most High. We even tried to form a revolt and a coup against Moses and Aaron. At that time, those brothers who formed that revolt, they passed. The earth opened up and swallowed them up. That would be like what we think of today as like a sinkhole. All right. The reason why the Most High did that was because you got to think, he sent these men, mind you, Moses and Aaron, I always bring this up. They did not know us personally. Moses was living very comfortable. All right. He was very high ranking in Egypt, right? He was not an Egyptian, but he was almost viewed as one. So he didn't have to leave the comfort of his own home to go help us out. But he chose to. He chose to follow the Most High. The Most High knew his heart. And he sent Aaron with him. Now, with that being said, he went out there. They were pleading with Pharaoh. Pharaoh was refusing. Most High sent plagues. It was a whole thing, right? So you got to think these are men who were very selfless in a sense. Right. And they stuck their necks out for us. And I'll ask y'all this. If y'all are trying to help somebody, out of the goodness of your heart. And then you find out that these people are trying to set you up. Mind you, you're helping them out. How would you feel? You feel kind of like betrayed, right? Like, man, like I thought we was cool. Like, you my peoples. Like, I'm trying to help you out. Mind you, you don't have to do it. You're doing that out of the kindness of your own heart. But that's what happened, right? So the Most High got rid of them. So the whole reason I'm going over all these things is because now that we are in the land, right? To give you context, it was a long time before we got to the Promised Land, right? So long that an entire new generation of Israelites were born. The original ones, like, think of it like us, right? We're being brought up out of Egypt. So much time has passed that now our kids are grown, and now they are in the Promised Land. Now, I want you to understand that was not by an accident. That was thanks to the covenant that the Most High made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We were viewed as dishonorable in a sense, right? The Most High, I'm paraphrasing, earlier on it states that the Most High didn't do what he did because we were righteous. No, actually, we were the opposite. We were selfish. We were unrighteous.
Right.
But because there were some righteous men and women, the Most High made a covenant with them and made a promise and said, you know what, for your descendants, you know, the Israelites, the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? I'm going to make sure that they're going to be taken care of. They're going to be God's chosen people. They're going to be my favorite.
Right.
Well, you know, we didn't always move that way, though. So at that time, the new generation is now there. Now that we're there, Moses is given a warning, and he's letting us know, don't forget where we came from. That's what he's trying to tell us. Even though we're here now, remember all the bad things we did as well. Why do we need to remember the bad things? Because we need to learn from our mistakes. The Most High made it to where we can get to this land. But what did we do? We formed a revolt. We dishonored him. We went against Moses. We went against Aaron. Some of them brothers didn't even make it, right? We tried to worship a golden calf, which I will always bring this up. I know I say it every single weekend, but you really got to think. We really got our jewelry together and made, I guess you could say, like a little statue in a sense, and said, you know what, this is what got us out of Egypt.
Right.
That sounds kind of loony, but that's what we did, though.
Right.
Yeah, I think, like, again, think of it in real time. You are helping people out. And instead of just saying thank you, that's all, just a thank you. They don't got to do nothing, just thank you. They decide to say, screw you. I am going to worship, or I'm going to thank this cup. This cup got me out of poverty. Not the brother and sister who gave me a place to stay when I didn't have anything. Not the brother who helped me out with a job. Not the sister that lent me $30 when I didn't have anything to my name.
Right.
No, this cup right here, that's what saved me. Y'all didn't do nothing for me. That's, for lack of a better term, that's real trifling. You know? So just kind of get y'all up to speed to where we're at now. So this is a continuation of Moses reminding us of the law, statutes, and commandments that we are supposed to uphold. And don't forget what the Most High did for us, and also how bad we were, in a sense, so that we don't do that again. I hope that pretty much sums it up. You got anything about it before we continue?
Come on, Concert, if I could. Always reading these accounts of like how we revolted against Moses and how we was hearing the law or taking the law, it always reminds me that this book is absolutely talking about blacks, natives, and Hispanics. Because as we were getting the law to not sleep with the women of the land, a brother walks past Moses with a woman from the land. Oh, yeah. What's up, Moses? Walks in his tent. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the way that we was taking the law and rejecting it, it's like going one ear and out the other, like a stiff-necked people. Or hard-headed people, stiff-necked. That's exactly what blacks and Hispanics is today. You try and tell a black and Hispanic man that they the Lord's chosen people today, and they go, yeah, all right, hit they blunt and keep walking. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this book, hearing all these accounts absolutely reminds me that this is absolutely talking about us. Now, like what you said was so heavy that the things that was written, you know what I'm saying, the good and the bad was written for our understanding. Those things that were written aforetime was written for our understanding. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, these bad accounts have to be written down so that we can learn what not to do. Because at some point in time, guess what? We're going to be back in the Exodus. We're going to be back in the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back receiving. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all going to, like, replay. So it's important that we get in this book, especially the Exodus, you know what I'm saying? The story of us leaving Egypt, because we couldn't leave Egypt again. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot.
So we'll continue. verse 6.
Verse 6. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12 and verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
And thither ye shall bring your burnt offerings and your sacrifices and your tithes and heave offerings of your hand and your vows and your free will offerings and the firstlings of your herds and of your flocks. And there ye shall eat before the Lord your God, and ye shall rejoice in all that ye put your hand into unto ye and your household, wherein the Lord thy God hath blessed thee. Ye shall not do after all these things that we do here this day, every man whatsoever is right in his own eyes. For ye are not as yet come to the rest and to the inheritance which the Lord your God, which the Lord your God giveth you. Verse 10. But when ye go over Jordan and dwell in the land which the Lord your God giveth you to inherit, and when he giveth you rest from all your enemies round about, so that ye dwell in safety.
Okay, so we'll stop right there. So you'll read the next 7 in Hebrew. So 11 to 17.
Come on. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, verse 11 in Hebrew. Wahayaha Makwam Asar Yapakar Yahweh Alahayakam Bawa Lashakan Shamawa Shama Shamaha Thayabaawa Athka Asar Ankaya Matazawa Athkam I will lath Yakam Wazabach Yakam Ma'aisha Rath Yakam Wathamarath Idakam Wakar Mabakar Nadarayakam Ashar Thadarawa La Yahweh, verse 12. Washamak Dama Lapanya Yahweh Alahayakam Atham Waban Yakam Waban Yathayakam Wa'ibad Yakam Wa'amahath Dayakam Wahalawa Ashar Basha Ira Yakam, it's like a Basha Ira Yakam, Kaya Ayana Lawa, Kalak, it's like a Kalak, Wanakal Athkam, verse 13. Hashamar Laka Panath Ayla Althayaka Bakal Makwam, Ashar Thara'a, verse 4, it's like verse 14. Kaya Ba, it's like Kaya Ama Bamakwa Yawam, Ashar Yabakar Yahweh. Ba'akad Shabbat Yakam Shema Tha'ila Al Yath, it's like Al Thayaka Washama Tha'isha Ka Ashar Ankaya Batazawaka, verse 15. Rakwa Bakal Awaf the Pashka Tazabach, it's like Tazabach Wa'akalaf Bashar Kabar, it's like a Kabarath Katha Yahweh Alahayaka Ashar Nadam the Ka Bakar Sha'iriyaka Hatama'a Wayas like Wahata Hawar Ya'aka Lawa Ka Tazabaya Waka Ayal, it's like Waka Ayal, verse 16. Rakwa Hadama La'a Tha'aka Lawa Al Ha'aratza Tashapak Nawa Kamayam, verse 17, last verse. La'ah, that will call Basha Ira Yaka Ma'ishar the Ga Naka. What the ice, like what the Ya, what the Rashaka, Waya Taza Raka, Bakarath, Bakwarka, Wataza Anaka, Call Nadariyaka, Ashar, Thadara. Wa Nadabath Yaka, Wa Tharawamath Yadaka.
So
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, verse 11. Then there shall be a place which the Lord your God shall choose to cause his name to dwell there. Thither shall ye bring all that I command you, your burnt offerings, your sacrifices, your tithes, the heave offering of your hand, and all of your choice vows, which ye vow unto the Lord, and ye shall rejoice before the Lord your God. Ye and your sons, and your daughters, and your men servants, and your maid servants, and the Levites that is within your gates, for as much as he hath no part nor inheritance with you.
Okay, so real quick, at this time, it says, "In the Levite that is within your gates, for as much as he hath no part nor inheritance with you." At this time, Levites were the only tribe that were priests. All right, so what this means is that they have no inheritance with you. No, these are our brothers. Levites are part of the 12 tribes, and they also had inheritance. But what this means is we were designated territories. This is when we started going into like our own territories: Judah, Ephraim, Simeon, so on and so forth. Right? Levites didn't have a designated territory at this time, but they were the priests.
Right.
So they were kind of scattered everywhere. So
Right.
our job was to, of course, uphold the law, statutes, and commandments, and tend to the land, but also to honor our Levite brothers as the priests. That's what that means. So I just don't want anybody to get confused when it says he hath no part nor inheritance with you. No, they were also given an inheritance. Just they didn't have a physical territory at that time, if that makes sense. You got anything about it before we continue?
No, sir.
All right, you go. 13.
Verse 13. Verse 13. Take heed to thyself that thou offer not thy burnt offerings in every place that thou seest. Verse 14. But in the midst which the Lord shall choose, in one of thy tribes, there shall offer thy burnt offerings, and there thou shalt do all that I command thee. Notwithstanding, thou mayest kill and eat flesh in all thy gates, whatsoever thy soul lusteth after, according to the blessing of the Lord thy God, which he hath given thee. The unclean and the clean may eat thereof, as of the roebuck and as of the hart. Verse 16. Only ye shall not eat the blood, ye shall pour it upon the earth as water. Verse 17. Thou mayest not eat within thy gates the tithe of thy corn, or the wine, or of thine oil, or of thy firstlings of thy herds, or of the flock, nor any of thy vows which thou vowest, nor thy free will offerings, or heave offerings of thine hand.
Verse 17. You got anything about it before we continue?
If I could, this is a true question, right quick. Why were the Levites chosen to be the priests? That's what you were saying earlier. Anybody, this is a trick question. Just testing people's studies. Nobody in the chat?
Does anybody know why only the Levites at this time were priests? Nobody knows? You go ahead.
So the reason why the Levites were chosen to be the priests and ministers to God is when Moses was receiving the law in Exodus 32. You know what I'm saying? He came down and saw them worshiping the golden calf because they chose to stand with the Most High when the children of Israel rebelled. Exactly. Get a brother in hand. Young man Michael. Coming for you. Now, when Moses came down and saw the rest of the children of Israel worshiping the golden calf, he said, who was on God's side? And the entire tribe of Levi stood with Moses and the Lord and executed, you know what I'm saying, all the brothers and sisters that participated in the idolatry of the golden calf. You know, so these Levites showed zeal, you know what I'm saying, and strength and courage to stand with the Lord. And that's exactly what we have to do today as priests as well. You know what I'm saying? Because being a priest of God, okay, don't take this the wrong way. It's not an easy job. I love my job, but it ain't easy, especially when we're dealing with our people. You know what I'm saying? It's a job that I wouldn't trade the world for. You know what I'm saying? But it's not easy because we come into a space where no one wants to accept the truth, especially living in this day and age. No one wants to accept the truth for what it is. Christ is a black man. Christ didn't die for everybody. The Lord don't love everybody. You know what I'm saying? But you have to show zeal. You still have to show courage to preach these things on the streets with people that don't even want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? You still have to go to work. You know what I'm saying? To uphold yourself differently. You know what I'm saying? You have to be looked at as the black sheep of the family if you come from a family that's not in school. So that zeal that them Levites showed and stood against the children of Israel and stood with the Lord, that's exactly what you need to do. You need to stand with the Lord at all times because what I'm saying? Then the Lord gonna be with you. Now look at the Levites, you know what I'm saying? They were chosen to be the priests of God. You know what I'm saying? It's an excellent job. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to the Levites, man.
And if I could, real quick, the reason why, just to touch on what you're bringing out, right? The reason why, the Levites were chosen to be the priests at the time, it's not just because they were Levites. You know what I mean? Like, for example, why was Moses chosen? Because of his character.
Right.
Why was Aaron chosen? Because of his character. Why was Noah chosen? Because of his character. Abraham, like all these men that you see, right? They're not chosen because of their appearance. I'm paraphrasing real quick. Y'all remember King David, right? David, why was he sought after to be the next king? Now, of course, it was because Saul sucked. If y'all didn't know that, Saul was a horrible king. He was the first king,
Right.
and he was all types of bad. But with that reason aside, why was David sought after to be the next king of Israel? Why? I'll give it to you. Was it because he was big and strong? Was it because he was the fastest? Was it because he was the tallest? No, it had nothing to do with his physical stature.
Right.
It was because of his heart. He was a shepherd. In his heart, he was a shepherd. He was protective. That's how he was, right? My point being is, just because you are an Israelite, you're from tribe, whatever. There's 12 different tribes, right? Okay, that's cool. But now what? Here's the thing. There are brothers and sisters outside the school and stuff, right? They might know, I'm from tribe of Judah, tribe of Ephraim, tribe of Simeon, Levi, Manasseh, Issachar, whatever, right? And that's cool. Okay, Most High in Christ, you're one of God's chosen people. You are our brother/sister. Now what? What do we do with that now?
Right.
Because being an Israelite ain't good enough. There's bad Israelites. There's just plenty of bad Israelites. I just named one, Saul. Saul was horrible. I don't know if y'all know about Saul, but Saul, think about it. He was so bad that the Lord had to seek out another man to take his place because he was just that bad. He tried to, I don't know if y'all know this, he tried to kill David multiple times.
Right.
Out of jealousy. Mind you, David was like his best soldier serving under him in his army. And he was trying to slay him because he was jealous of his hard work. But again, his character, he was a king and he had status. Okay, a lot of us look at status, but his heart was all types of messed up, man. That's why he wasn't fit to rule anymore. So my point to bring out is, in today's society, right, just in general, all of us, okay, we're God's chosen people, but what are you doing to better yourself? What are you doing to serve the Most High? What are you doing for your people? Just calling yourself an Israelite is not good enough.
Right.
Zephaniah 2:1, I'm paraphrasing, is gather ye nation, O not desire. Meaning what? We're supposed to come together. Okay, that's cool. We got different tribes and stuff, but we're supposed to come together. We're supposed to congregate with one another. We're supposed to celebrate the high holy days. We're supposed to be brotherly, sisterly. We're supposed to have our own community in a sense, right?
Right.
If we're not doing that, though, then what are we doing? Probably in the world sinning. Because there's plenty, there's more of us that sin than there are of us that actually try to be righteous. That's just the cold, hard truth.
Right.
All right. So, I pray that the Most High has mercy on our brothers and sisters, but at the end of the day, some of them, they also know that they're Israelites, and then it's like, well, okay, well, what are we doing? It's like being black in the community, right? You say that you for your people, you pro-black and all this other stuff, right? Okay, what do you do for the community? Are you selling drugs to the community? Are you a criminal? Are you, I don't know, a woman beater? Are you, I would say, a promiscuous woman? Are you doing something that does not benefit us as a people, but actually harms us? If you're doing that, but then I'm saying for the worldly terms, but you're pro-black, that ain't pro-black.
Right.
Brother, you say you pro-black, but you a white woman. Yeah, that's always crazy to me. You can't, I'm sorry, you can't claim that. You can't. What's her name? Candace Owens. She be saying some stuff. I'm like, all right, then you go back home and you sleep with a white man.
Right.
I can't resonate with you like that because like, look how you move. So my point being is actions. The Most High looks at actions. He cares about your character, not necessarily about the way you look or what tribe you from. He ain't concerned about that. Okay, being God's chosen people, okay, you got one foot in the door. It's time to get the other foot in. Right, through your actions. That's all. That's all I gotta say. Is that it on that? Verse 17. Did you already read that? Yes, sir. Okay, so drop that. You can read the next 7 verses in the Hebrew for sure.
Come on, Cousin. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, verse 17 in Hebrew. La'ath, Awakal, La'akal, Basha Ira Yaka, Ma'ishar, Daganaka, Watha, it's like Wataya Rashak, Watazahar, it's like Watazahar Kab, Wabakarath, Bakwar Ka, Wataza, it's like Wataza Anka, Wakal, Nadarayaka, Ashar, the Dar, Wanaba, it's like Wanadab, Bath Yaka, Watha Ramawath, Yadaka, verse 18, Kaya, Lapunya Yahweh Alahayaka, Za'akal Nawa, Ba Makwam, Ashar, Yapakar, Yahweh Alahayaka, Bawa'ath, Wabanaka, Wabathka, Ibadka, Wa'amathka, Wahalaya, Ashar, Bashairiyaka, Washamachta, Lapunya Yahweh Alahayaka, Bakar, Masalak, Yadaka, verse 19, Hashamar, Laka, Pahan, Thaza, it's like Ta'izabah, Ath, Halaya, La'a, it's like a call, Yamayaka, Isle, Adamathka, verse 20, Kaya, Yaraka, Yaba, Yahweh, Alahayaka, Ath, Gabawaka, Ashar, Dabar, Laka, Wa'amarath, Akal, Bashar, Kaya, Hawa, Napashka, La'akal, Bashar, Bakala, Awath, Napashka, Akal, Bashar, verse 21, Kaya, Yarakakwa, Mamaka, Hamakwam, Hamakwawam, like Hamakwawam, Ashar, Yabakar, Yahweh, Alahayaka, La Shamawa, Shamawa, Sham, Yazabach, Wa, Wazabaktha, Ma Bakwarka, Mataza, Wa Mataza Anka, Ashar, Nathan Yahweh Laka, Ashar, Tazawa Yathak, Tazawa Yathak, Wa'aklatha, Basha Iriyaka, Bakar, Wa, Napashka, verse 22, Akal, Ka'ashar, Yaka'al, Ka'a, Yatazaba'a, Hawath, it's like a Wa'ath, Ha'ayo, it's like a Ha'ayakan, the Akal and a Wa, Hatama'a, Ya, Wahata War, Yakada Wa, Ya'akal, Lana Wa. It's like, what's the first one? Stop it.
You stop at where you at right now?
I'm at 22. I just finished 22.
Stop at 24.
Okay. Verse 23. Rakwa Kazakh, La Balafya, Akal Hadama, Kaya Hadama, Hawa'a, Hanapash, Wala'atha, Akal, Hanapash, Aim, Habashar. Verse 24, last verse, La'atha, Akal, Lanawa, Ayah, Ha'aratza, Dashapak, Nawa, Kamayam, it's like Kama Yama.
So it started at 18 and then ended at 24.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12 and verse 18. But thou must eat them before the Lord thy God, in the place which the Lord thy God shall choose, thou and thy sons and thy daughters and thy manservants and thy maidservants and the Levites that is within thy gates. And thou shalt rejoice before the Lord thy God in all that thou puttest thine hands unto. Take heed to thyself that thou forsake not the Levites as long as thou livest upon the earth.
Meaning what? These are our brothers, right? The Levites are our brothers. And, we talked a lot about why the Levites were made into our priests at this time. And only the Levites were the priests at this time. Things changed later on, but we talk about character, right? Moses' character, Aaron's character. Levites, or so-called Haitians today, right, have a very long history of just having a lot of zeal.
Right.
All right, I just wanted to read a few things just to kind of give you an idea of how Levites have always been. So this is, I want to read to you a little bit about the Haitian Revolution. And the Haitian Revolution was primarily against French colonial rule and the system of slavery, while also fighting off foreign military forces from Spain and Britain. It was fought from 1791 to 1804 in the French colony of Saint-Domingue, which is now Haiti. And it was a rebellion led by enslaved and free people of black descent. All right, so I'm going to butcher his name. I'm so sorry. It's the brother. He had a French name. The main figure and central leader of the Haitian Revolution was, again, bear with me, it's Toussaint Louverture. I believe that's how you say it, but he was a brilliant military strategist and diplomat who transformed a chaotic uprising of enslaved people into a highly organized revolutionary army. He successfully defeated European powers and established himself as governor general before he was betrayed and captured by French forces in 1802. So to sum it up, go down a little bit, Haitians fought for their freedom and they won.
Right.
Like, I don't know if anybody knows that. It says he successfully defeated the British, Spain, and French planters, but died in a French prison before Haiti officially won its freedom. So say something about Levites don't care. They gonna fight, but right. It just shows that just shows to their character. Like they always, even though we were separated, and at this time, colonization, Hellenization, we're given bywords as names. Now we're known as Black, Hispanic, Latino, Haitian, Caribbean. We have all different types of labels nowadays. That spirit never really leaves your tribe. You get what I'm saying? Like Judah has always been described in the Bible as like kind of being like in the forefront, like kind of being in the public eye.
Right.
Whose culture influences the world on a massive scale? It's Black culture, Black American culture, or Judites. All right. Isupk has always been known to work hard. That's just in them. You can't take that away from them. Who are the so-called Issacharites today? I'll be so-called Mexicans. To this day, they're still known, even though they might have lost their way, just like how we all did. That's still their reputation today.
Right. All
right. Haitians, Levi, in the Bible, known for serving the Most High and just, I'll say it like this, being about business, standing on business. To this day, they still do. That spirit never really leaves you.
Right.
You got to remember these things. Like you said earlier, in paraphrasing, the things that are written aforetime are meant for our learning. We got to remember this stuff. We got to remember who we are. We got to remember where we came from. We got to remember what happened in Egypt before we got to the promised land. We have to remember these things, because when you don't remember things, that's what starts to happen. You start to lose your way, and look where we're at now. Colonized. I'm being honest. We're colonized. Right. We lost our way, and the Most High, he got tired of us. It said that, I'm paraphrasing, we played the harlot, meaning that we wanted to do what everybody else wanted to do. Fun fact, Saul, our first king, was made out of the Lord's anger. Why though? We have the Most High, we have a God we serve, but we wanted to be like everybody else. Everybody else had kings. We said, well, we don't got a king. What do we need a king for? We really didn't need a king. We just wanted a king. But why? Because we want to be like everybody else.
Right.
And every time we want to be like everybody else, I mean, the record kind of speaks for itself. Has that ever worked out for us? No, we always end up falling short. When we choose to do, like even today, so-called white man, he's known for being cunning. That word cunning is different from being strategic. When it says that he was described as a cunning hunter, cunning means like somebody who's like deceptive, who uses underhanded tactics to win.
Right.
It's always been his thing, right? He is somebody who has been evil throughout generations. But if you really pay attention, when we try to do the things that he does, we end up serving a much harsher punishment he does.
Right.
I want to know why. Because we're not supposed to be like him. Why do you, like something as simple as pork? We're not supposed to eat pork. Like genetically, we're not supposed to eat it. It's high in sodium. I mean, y'all heard that term before. You are what you eat. Well, you eat what the other thing eats too. Pigs eat anything.
Right.
Like a good farmer knows to have a pig, but like, don't eat the pig. Like you're not gonna eat the garbage disposal.
Right.
But that, like, what's the cheapest meat? Pork. Why? It's easy to sell to you. So you can eat it for years and years and years. And now you got heart problems. You got high cholesterol. You got diabetes. You have all these health issues because you've been eating pork chops since you was 5. And but you didn't know. But a white man, he can eat that. I forgot what it was. It was some doctor. And he said like Europeans / white people, their body can handle a higher sodium intake than black people and Native Americans too. They're not supposed to have that stuff. We're more prone to diseases from consuming large amounts of sodium. What meat has the largest amount of sodium is pork. So again, we're gonna be punished for indulging in something that was labeled as an unclean animal. The white man, he could do that. Don't be worried about what he could do. I'm worried about what somebody else. Asians can do. Asians can eat whatever. I don't know. They got iron stomachs. The things that they eat, I'm actually like blown away. Like that's crazy. Like I think, what is it? It's like an egg. Filipinos eat it.
Balu.
Yeah, I seen that. I was like, that's crazy. Like y'all just eat that, and it's a delicacy. I'm like, okay, whatever. Hey, each his own, right? I'm not eating it.
Right.
You got it though. But my point being is, we're not supposed to be like everybody else. We're supposed to be a holy people. Holy in the Bible means what? Sacred or separate. We're supposed to be separate from everybody else. We're not supposed to indulge in this stuff. And when we do, I mean, what happens? White man lies and schemes all the time, but you try lying and scheming, you're going to end up in prison or dead. That's just what happens. You shouldn't want to do that anyway, but that's what happens. Right? Why do you think when brothers commit crimes, our sentences are way longer? Yes, of course, it's due to racism. You know that. But on a spiritual level, it's because you were never supposed to do it. So now the Most High going to punish you even more. You commit the same crime as a white man, he might get 10 years, 15 years. You get 30. I'm just saying, right? That's all I got. You got anything about it?
I'm kind of if I could, sir. We're saying it's so heavy, but one thing I like to look at it as the law of the Lord is practical. You know what I'm saying? Make it practical, make it simple. Okay, cool. The Lord don't want us to eat pork. Why? Because it's not good for you. Yeah, it's against the law, but why is it against the law? Because it's not good for you. You know what I'm saying? The Lord don't want you to make marriages unto these other women. You know what I'm saying? Or these other men. Why? Because then he's going to turn you away from following the Lord. Then guess what? You're going to start following laws and then you're going to end up dead. You know what I'm saying? So everything the Lord put into place, you know what I'm saying, all the laws, statutes, commandments he put out for us, just make it practical. You know what I'm saying? And all the laws is going to make us a perfect people. It's going to make us better than everybody on the planet. That's why we're meant to rule. The only reason why we're meant to rule and be on top of the planet and be on top of the hierarchy is because we have the law of God. No one else has that law. No one else has the statutes or the judgments. The judgments that we get for, breaking the law, that's a blessing from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, that would show that the Lord doesn't love us. If you go to school and you act a fool and your father doesn't chastise you, guess what? Your father does not love you because you're going to end up doing whatever you want. You're not going to finish school. You're going to end up a drug addict or a drug dealer, and you're going to end up in jail or dead. You know what I'm saying? But your father loves you. You go to school, you act a fool. He chastises you. You know what I'm saying? He tells you when you're wrong. He teaches you how to do right. That's what the Lord does. Always look at the relationship between the children of Israel and the Lord as a father and son relationship or father and child relationship. You mess up, you get chastised. Why? Because I love you. You know what I'm saying? Your parents be telling you this gonna hurt me more, it's gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, I used to be like, yeah, damn right. Yeah, for sure, it's gonna hurt you more. You know what I'm saying? But now I understand that it's definitely going to, hurt them more to chastise their child. But you know what I'm saying? Thank them for chastising you, because if not, that would show that they didn't love you. You know what I'm saying? That would show that they don't care. They want you to do whatever the hell you want. They want you to end up on drugs. They want you to end up in jail. But a father, you know what I'm saying, a father that chastises his child and teaches his child right from wrong loves his father. The scripture says, he that spared the rod spoiled the child. You know what I'm saying? You don't chastise your child, you don't love them. You know what I'm saying? You'll end up spoiled, do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what verses you at?
Verse 20.
Verse 20. Okay. Keep going.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, and verse 20. When the Lord thy God shall enlarge thy border, as he hath promised thee, and thou shalt say, I will eat flesh, because thou so longest to eat flesh, thou mayest eat flesh, whatsoever thy soul lusteth after. Verse 21. If the place which the Lord thy God hath chosen to put his name there be too far from thee, then thou shalt kill of thy herd and of thy flock, which the Lord hath given thee, as I have commanded thee. And thou shalt eat in thy gates whatsoever thy soul lusteth after. Verse 22. Even as the roebuck and the hart is eaten, so thou shalt eat them, the unclean and the clean shall eat of them alike. Only be sure that thou eat not the blood, for the blood is the life, and thou mayest not eat the life with the flesh. Verse 24. Thou shalt.
If I could, just real quick, I just want to pause right there, right? It says, we shall not eat the blood. Okay. I think it's a stereotype, but it's a stereotype for a reason. It's known that, like, we as a people, you know, we like our stuff cooked. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really see, I pray I don't see. I'm going to say this. I've never seen a brother or sister eat a rare steak, personally. I just haven't. I've seen a lot of white people eat some very questionable things. I don't know what it is. Sometimes y'all be eating that stuff, that thing's still moving. I don't know. Couldn't be me. I always thought, like, you know, I just thought it was weird. But then I'm like, oh, wait, no. You read the Bible, you realize, oh, wait, no, that's in us.
Yeah.
We know not to eat certain things, right? Like, you're not supposed to eat raw fish. Right? You're not supposed to eat, like, raw meat. All right? The blood, some of these animals still in there. Like I said, it's still moving. You're trying to eat it. No, you don't consume the blood. Right? You cook it. That's just custom, something that we've always done, right? Because you consuming the life of that animal. No, you don't do that, right? These other nations, again, they can do that. I remember it was when I was still in, this white man, and I remember I said I like my steak like medium well. That's about as far as I'm going. And he looked at me like I was insane. He said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, it's medium well. Like, ain't super tough. It's still good." He's like, "Nah, man, you got to get it rare." And I'm like, "That's crazy. I'm not eating." He's like, "Nah, man, you got to, because you know it unlocks the." He said, I'll never forget this. He said it unlocks the carnivorous desire within you to eat it. And I was like, "You're weird. I'm not doing that." Somebody needs to check that man's hard drive, because that's crazy. But the point is, like, I'm making jokes of it, but it's like you really gotta look at the spirit of people, man. Like, that's Esau. Esau don't care, man. Esau does whatever his flesh desires. What was paraphrasing? Of your flesh there is no good thing. Meaning what? Heathens, they move carnally. They do whatever, man. I said they do whatever. They do whatever. Y'all heard of the Epstein files? I don't know if y'all know about like certain Asian cultures. Like, look, Japan, weird. They weird, like really weird. I think, first of all, their age of consent, I think it's like 13 or 14. That is a child. That's weird. But they think that's okay, though. They think it's okay to do some of these things because it's like that's just what my flesh desires. You're weird. We do not do these things.
Right.
Okay? The Most High, kind of going back to what you were talking about, the Most High wants you to live. When you follow the law, statutes, and commandments, again, it's practical. Don't eat pork because it's bad for you. Don't do drugs. It's bad for you. Don't take on a wife or a husband of another nation, because you start to lose your way from the Most High. If you lose your way from the Most High, you don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments. And some of those laws are something as simple as thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, things like that. Once you get away from that, oh, you're successful. You do whatever. You can do whatever. You want to do whatever your flesh desires, and of your flesh there is no good thing. That's why, again, the Most High judges you by your character. I hope that all, that just makes sense, right? But yeah, I just, again, like, don't, be out here just eating raw animals. Don't do that. Just for anybody who needs to be told that in the chat. I don't know. I hope no one needs to be told that. But if you do, I'm here to tell you, don't do it. That's all I got. So, you got anything else?
Lost.
All right, you can go ahead.
Verse 24. Thou shalt not eat it. Thou shalt pour it upon the earth as water.
All right, that's it. That's it. All right, so we'll start at verse 25.
Come on. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, verse 25 in Hebrew, La'ah, Tha'akal, Nawa, Lama'ain, Yayataba, Lakal, Sagalaka, Walaban Yaka, Akarya, Akarya Ka, Kaya, Ta'aisha, Ha'aishar, Ba'aya, Naya, Yahweh, Rakwa, Kodash, Yakai, Asar, Yahweh, Yahayawa, Laka, Yawanadara, Yaka, Ta'asha, Waba'ath, All, Hamakwawam, Asar, Yabakar, Yahweh, Ta'asha, Waba'ath, All, sorry, I read it. Verse 27. Wa'aisha, Yath, Al, it's like Al, Fayaka, Habasar, Ha, so yeah. Wahadama, Al, Mazabak, Yahweh, Al-Hayaka, Wadama, Zabak, it's like Zabak, Yaka, Yashapaka, Al, Mazabak, Yahweh, Al-Hayaka, Wahabashar, Ta'akal, verse 28, Shamar, Washama'aith, call, it's like Washama'aith, Kala, Ha-Dabar Yum, Hala'ah, it's like Halaha Ashar, Anyakam, Matazawaka, Lama'ain, Yayataba, Laka, Walaban Yaka, Akar Yaka, Aid, Wa'aila, it's like Iwalam, Kaya, Aisha, it's like Hawatab, Waha Aish, it's like Waha Yashar, Ba'ayana Ya, Yahweh Alahayaka, Kaya, Yakarayaka, it's like Yakaraya, Yahweh Alahayaka, Ath Hagawayam, it's like Hagawayam, Ashar, Ath Ba'a, Shama'a, Larasha, Awatham, Mapanyaka, Yara, it's like Waya, Rashath, Atha, Wayashabath, Ba'aratazama, verse 30. Ashamar, Laka, Pahan, Danakosha, Akaryahum, Akarya, Hashamad, Hashamad Dama, Mapanyaka, Wapanyat, Aradash, La Alahayakam. It's like a La Alahayam. Said verse 31.
31.
La Amar, La Amar, Ayaka, Aya, it's like a Ya'ai, Badawa, Hagawayam, Wa Ala'ath, Alahayam, it's like Alahayahum, Wa Aisha, Kanagama Anya, verse 31, last verse, La'at, Aishwa Kan, La Yahweh, it's like a La Yahweh, Alahayaka, Kaya Ka, Thaya, it's like a Tawa Ibath, Yahweh Ashar, Shana'a, Aishawa, La'alah, it's like a La'alahayam, Kaya Gama Ath Banyahum, Wa'ath Banyatha Yahum, Yasharapa Wa Ba'as, La'alahayam.
So we'll start at verse Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 25.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, verse 25. Thou shalt not eat it, that it may go well with thee, and with thy children after thee, when thou shalt do that which is right in the sight of the Lord. Verse 26. Only thy holy things which thou hast, and thou vows, thou shalt take and go unto the place which the Lord shall choose. And thou shalt offer thy burnt offerings, thy flesh of the blood, the flesh and the blood upon the altar of the Lord thy God. And the blood of thy sacrifices shall be poured out upon the altar of the Lord thy God. And thou shalt eat the flesh. Observe and hear all these words which I command thee, that it may go well with thee and with thy children after thee forever, when thou doest which is good and right in the sight of the Lord thy God. When the Lord thy God shall cut off the nations from before thee, whither thou goest to possess them, and thou succeedest them, and dwellest in their land, take heed to thyself that thou be not snared by following them.
If I could, real quick, what is a snare? It's a trap, right? Read that one more time, Dr. Michelle.
Take heed thyself that thou be not snared by following them.
Falling into a trap, following them. Who is them? Go ahead.
The other nations.
The other nations. So following the other nations is a trap. Just so like we all understand, right? Keep going.
After that, they be destroyed from before thee, that thou inquire not after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods?
How did these other nations serve their gods? Now remember, like Priest Moussa Abadi Allah brought out earlier, it's practical, right? Now, of course, we already know don't serve other gods. Our God is a jealous God, right?
Right.
You honor something else that, first of all, it's not even real. And even if it was, it didn't do anything for you.
Right.
Like you being a Buddhist don't do nothing. That has nothing to do with black people. You being, what is it? Oh, the most famous one, being a Muslim. That does not do anything for black people. Y'all do know the Moravians, they own black people as slaves, right? It actually predates the transatlantic slave trade. So if you are in the world, right, and you believe in the Europeanized Christianity, right, it is no different than being a Muslim. When you really think about it, because why would you want to follow a culture or a religion that enslaved your people? Okay. Anything back? Okay, cool. People that look like this enslaved your ancestors. But then these same people that look like this told your ancestors and you that your savior is somebody that looks like this. Does that make any sense? That makes no sense. You enslaving me, but the only person that can save me from being enslaved by you is you. I digress. But like, again, you gotta look at it like that, right? So same thing with being a Muslim. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, has that helped the black community? I don't know. I'll get into that a little more in a second, right? You got anything about before we continue?
If I could, so
Go ahead. I already
on these
know.
Muslims. I
Go
can't
ahead.
stand Muslims. Their book was written 600 years after the Bible, by the way. Muhammad was no prophet. You know what I'm saying? He would have had a field day on Epstein's Island because he was a sick bastard. You know what I'm saying? It's in the book that he married a 6-year-old girl and consummated the marriage when she was 9. And when you try and confront a Muslim about it, they say, well, the time was different back then. No, nigga, 9 years old is 9 years old.
9 is 9.
9 is 9. What are you talking about? The times is different. So I say, would you have married Aisha? No, I wouldn't have done it. Why? Why wouldn't you have done it? The times is different. He was a prophet Muhammad. Come on, man. And they tried to say, oh, she led armies. Aisha was one of his smartest wives. She was a child. In the book, it says, he married me when I played with dolls. That's a child, whether she's mature or not. That's a little kid. You're going to tell me this is y'all prophet? Man, come on. And in the book, it also says you could beat, you can hit your wife. Lightly, though, lightly. It says lightly, but you still hit her, though. Like, what are we talking about? And y'all going to tell me this is a religion that you follow? This your prophet? He puts his hands on his wife and come on, man. I can't stand Muslims. If you come to me as a Muslim and think Muhammad stands a chance against Christ, what are we talking about? Muhammad don't stand no chance to get Christ. Man, it's like, I ain't even gonna go that far. The Muslims, they bother me. They piss me off because they think that sweet talk that they say in that Arabic, it sound good. You know what I'm saying? Tunes is good, but they ain't saying nothing. They think you can do all these horrible things. Look at them Arabian countries. Look how they treat women. Look how they treat kids. Look how they treat little boys. You know what I'm saying? Look how they treat people. And then they tell you, oh, well, I do some good deeds here and there. I'm getting into Jannah. I'm getting into paradise. Man, to hell with that. I ain't going nowhere. Y'all going to Epstein's Island, man.
That's paradise?
Yeah, they paradise was Epstein Island. That was their paradise.
Crazy. Where you at? Are you at verse 30? Okay. Keep reading. I want to get into this a little more. Verse 30.
From the top of it?
Did you already finish it?
No, I got like a little bit left. I start from the top.
You can start from the top.
It says, take heed to thy, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, verse 30. Take heed to thyself that thou be not snared by following them.
Right.
After that they be destroyed from before thee, and that thou iniquity, that thou inquire not after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods? Even so will I do likewise.
So again, going back to the practical part, right? We already covered why we don't follow these fake religions and stuff, right? But it says right here, how did these nations serve their gods? Talk a little about the Muslims, right? They follow Muhammad. That is their prophet, right? But then you have to ask yourself, how you want to follow these other nations, right? You want to follow these other gods. Ask yourself, how are these other nations serving their gods? What are they doing? Keep reading.
Even so will I do likewise.
You know?
Thou shalt not do so unto the Lord thy God, for every abomination to the Lord which he hateth have they done unto their gods.
They have done unto their gods. This is what I want to touch on. These other nations, right, or people who follow these false religions, they say they follow them, but then if you really, like, I don't know if y'all ever talked to some of these people, half of them don't even follow what they say they believe in. I'll give you an example. It was, I'll never forget him. It was this East African dude. His name was Shido Liban. I forgot what like he believed in, but it was kind of similar to like what's, he don't eat pork, and he's not supposed to smoke and stuff like that, right? I'm okay, sound good. And I remember, for anybody who doesn't know, I was like in the military for a while, so we went on deployment and stuff. And I'm seeing this dude do everything. Like he smoking, eating all types of crazy stuff that he claims that he's not supposed to do, right? So one day I just asked him, I was like, don't you believe in whatever it is that you believe in? And he straight up admitted it. He said, oh, I just act like that in front of my parents. Like, but I'm going to go do what I want to do. But I'm like, but you believe it? He might have been Muslim. I don't know. It was something that he believed in. But whatever his religion or culture was, he claimed that he followed it. But then when you see his actions behind closed doors, he doesn't even follow it.
Right.
And it kind of goes back to with the Muslims, right? You claim that Muhammad was such a great man. I've never read the Quran. I've never read the Quran. I don't give a damn. But I know of brothers who have seen it, and of course they call up the contradictions within it, right? Kind of going, the big one that you brought out, right? It's pedophilia. I'm just calling it for what it is. Muhammad was a pedophile. You laid down with a child, and their excuse to that is, but it was a different time. It doesn't make it right. Slavery was legal at one point.
Right.
Does that make it right? We still mad about it today. That doesn't make it right. You say, oh, well, she led armies. Oh, okay, so not only did he lay down with a child, he also made her into a child soldier. So it's sin on sin.
Sound like one of them X-Men.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, so not only did he do that, but then like he made her the head of his armies. And I'm supposed to honor that? Oh, but she was I don't care. He touched her. Why are we skipping past that part? You want to know why? Because that's how they serve their God. Whatever their God is, I don't even, Allah or whatever it is. I don't know.
What is that dumb slide?
Whatever it is. I don't know what
rock.
it is. I don't want to know what it is. My point being is like, look how they serve what they believe in. They're okay with that. They won't tell it to your face. That's why they get so mad when like you question them on it. But they're okay with that. They're okay with children getting touched. They're okay with what is it? You could pour acid on your wife or something like that. It's some crazy stuff. And it really is, again, get to the practical part. Some Middle Eastern countries, right, who follow this type of religion. I remember it was a news reporter. He said it in a way that like really got me thinking. Their women are not allowed to have an education. Have you seen what their countries look like? So now, most of the time, hear me out, women actually outnumber men. Hear me out. So let's just say about 50-50, right? This is the general population. If 50% of the population is allowed to have an education, but the other half is not, is your nation going to prosper? Half of your entire country cannot read because you won't let them.
Right.
Look at your country. But we're supposed to follow that. When you really start to dissect what some of these people follow, that's why the Lord don't want you following them.
Right.
All right. We want to tell sisters here, get an education. We want you to get an education. Be a doctor, be a nurse. Do that. We will applaud you. Over there, they're going to beat you for learning how to read. Don't follow that. If you are a brother and you choose to follow things of this nature, I have to question you.
Right.
I have to question your character. Forget me. The Most High is going to question your character. And you want to know all this bad stuff happening to you because you're being an evil, wicked person. That's disgusting. And you support that? I'm Muslim. Okay, bro. All right. Do what you want to do, I guess. Lord be with you. I don't want nothing to do with that. But again, just this isn't some. I just want to let y'all know, like, this isn't like some mystical fairy tale we're talking about. No, this is when you really understand the Bible. It really is just practical. Don't eat certain things because it's bad.
Right.
Don't follow certain things because it will lead not just to your destruction, but your children's destruction.
Right.
You know, we talk about it all the time. Interracial marriage is like the biggest one, right? There are brothers, y'all see them, on TV and stuff. They end up having a wife that's not of their people, and then they have kids, and then their kids. I talk about this a lot. You look at the psychology behind it. You tell a brother that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. His mama white. Now, of course, lineage-wise, yeah, he's still our brother or sister, right? But you got to think, that's their mom. She done took care of them, fed them. She carried them, right? Birthed them. And now we're telling them, no, like, that's the devil the Bible speaks of. He can be like, but that's my mom. I'm going to get offended, right? I can't even be mad at him. That's his mom.
Right.
And because that is his representation of what a woman is, it doesn't always happen, but he is usually, that brother will be more inclined, because you got to think that's a part of his culture now. He's growing up around seeing this stuff. He's more inclined to be with a white woman.
Right.
And then he's going to have children with a white woman. And then now them kids come out. You don't believe me? We talk about it all the time. Patrick Mahomes. All right? I might touch a nerve here. I'm going to say it. Drake. Same thing. His mama Jewish. I said it.
I'm trolling.
Yeah, but is that not what happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
And now, like, it's like, yeah, we know that brother's still a brother, but then it's like you start getting confused.
Right.
You start worshiping their gods, and what they want to do. So that's why the Lord don't want you doing that stuff. It's not because he's sprinkling pixie dust on you. Don't do this. Like, no, that's not what's happening. He's just trying to steer you down the right path. That's all it is. Like you said earlier, like a parent-child relationship. As a parent, you want your child to do right. You see them doing wrong, yeah, you might chastise them, but you're not chastising them just to do it. You chastise them because you love them.
Right.
I don't want my son to grow up to be a drug addict. I'm gonna teach him drugs are bad.
Right.
If I don't do that and I let him come up in my house and he's smoking weed and sniffing snow, yeah, like slocky. But if I allow for him to do that, do I really love my son? I'll say it. No. I'm letting him destroy himself. That's not real love. I love my son, but I'm letting him destroy himself. Nah, man. Y'all look at that with the Most High. He chastises us because he wants us to get right. That's all it is. All right, so don't, I'll say, like, try not to take it so personally. Because we are stiff-necked people. We are. To this day, we still are. We don't like to listen to nobody, especially if it's us. Just try it. If you don't believe anything we're saying, just at least try it. It might change your life. If you don't like it, Lord be with you. You're still a brother, you're still a sister, but just try it. That's all. You got anything before we continue?
A couple more things about the Muslims.
Go ahead.
Good Lord. First of all, a learned Muslim will tell you right now, yeah, we come from Ishmael. Well, and they acknowledge that Jesus Christ was a prophet. That's what they say. They say he wasn't the prophet of God, but they acknowledge he was a prophet. Well, if you acknowledge that Jesus Christ is a prophet, that you come from Ishmael, Negro, show me where Ishmael got the promise. Ishmael was sent away. His mother was an Egyptian, and Sarah rightfully told Abraham and send her away and her son and make them dip. Bye. You know what I'm saying? So how could y'all possibly have, what's his name? Muhammad, police be upon him. How could he possibly be the prophet of God when the promise was never given to him? Make it make sense. The promise was never given to him. Abraham wasn't even dealing with the woman. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Muhammad wore makeup too. I ain't even gonna go there. Muhammad wore makeup too. Then the Muslims are sick, disgusting people.
All bad.
He all bad. I can't stand him, and I don't even know the man. But that religion looked good on the outside. It looked good. They pray 5 times a day. They fast for 40 days. They go to the little rock and walk around the rock. They praise their God. They cry tears when they pray and they hear the Quran. Yeah, it looked good on the outside, but look at the fruits that they bear. You know what I'm saying? Look at the men and women that come out of Islam. Those little girls that grew up over there in these Arabian countries, when they come over here and go crazy. Wanna know why? Because over there they was oppressed. And they think they come over here and live the American dream, and now they're turned into whores. You know what I'm saying? And promiscuous women, and now they're on all types of drugs and alcohol. That religion is oppressive. And it's time for blacks and natives and Hispanics to come out of the religion, especially you Philly. The brothers from Philly that think y'all Muslim.
Oh yeah, I know.
Man, it's time for that to stop. That has to stop. A large Muslim population. It's a jailhouse religion as well. Man, I'm gonna stop talking about the Muslims. I can go all day. I can't stand them.
Y'all get the point. Nah, but everything you say is true though. Like once you start like really like getting into like what something is, you're like, hold up, like this don't sound right. Like this really doesn't do anything for you. You're right. It's what they call jailhouse religion. Like a lot of dudes who end up becoming Muslim were in jail at one point. And you gotta think, you're okay. Get into like the neurology of things, right? Your brain is hardwired to make you survive. That's why, like, okay, anybody here ever got like anxiety before? We all have. Like you kind of get that feeling like, ooh. That's your brain like telling you like danger, like that's bad. Why? Because your brain is recognizing whatever it is as danger. Get away from it. It's trying to keep you alive. So you got to think. We've all been oppressed, right? So we're trying to cope with things. How do we cope with things? Drugs. I think that's the biggest one. Right. Alcohol. Now, it's not a sin to drink, but it is a sin to be a drunkard or an alcoholic. You drink it to the point where, your liver is shot, you develop cirrhosis. Now you got to get a liver transplant. That's bad, right? But again, sin leads to death, right? So don't drink too much, But another way that we try to cope is with these false religions. You want to be a Muslim. You probably have never, ever even heard of the Quran in your entire life, but now you in jail, and I get it. You in a not so stable environment. You don't know if you're going to get out. You waiting. You might not ever see your family again. You don't know. And that's scary. That's scary. You see the same 4 walls every day. This dude, he been itching himself for the last 24 hours. You don't know what's going on. So you gotta cling to something. And you see that one dude who's Muslim. And he's like, you know what, I can save you. Mind you, he in jail. He goes, man, let me stop. But y'all get the point.
One more. Yeah, if y'all ever saw the Malcolm X movie, when a Muslim man walked up to Malcolm X, like Malcolm X said, nigga, what can you do for me? You in jail too. Like, nigga, you go to jail, Tyrone, and come out, brother Mubarak and Muhammad all Yashid. Like, my nigga, come on, bro. I'm sick and tired of that. Like, good Lord, bro. It don't do nothing. Nigga, praying 5 times a day only make your knees hurt, bro. Good Lord, ain't nobody hearing them prayers, bro. Ain't nobody hearing for you to pray for Allah to bring you more 11-year-old wives. Like, bro, ain't nobody hearing that. Like, come on, it's like,
nah, you good Lord. Look, hey, look, I hope everybody get the point, though. All right. And again, for anybody who may be watching this before we continue, who may be watching this and like, whoa, what's so different about y'all? Well, the difference with Isupk and the Commander Junior Honor is that we don't just say things. We're not just going to come up here and just read. No. Our actions. We've had brothers, I don't know if y'all remember, this happened a few years ago. I remember when Haitians were leaving Haiti because they were oppressed and they were going all throughout Mexico and Mexicans were helping them out, right? Guess what? We have brothers go down there to give them supplies. Right. Give them diapers, give them wipes, give them water, give them food, do all these things, right? And mind you, I remember, y'all don't believe me, y'all can look it up. Brothers were doing that. Why? You think brothers are getting paid to do that? No. They did because out of the kindness of their heart, they saw our nation of people like, you know what? I need help. Let's just help them out, right? We have food drives. We have clothing drives. We try to donate. We try to do so much. We have prison programs to help our brothers that are in prison. There are brothers who might not get out of prison. And again, it gets scary. It gets scary in there. And we try to be there for them. You know, brothers who come out looking for a home, we provide that for them. Brothers who might not, make ends meet. Look, we'll send you the $30. And we're not gonna say, hey, make sure you pay me back. No, like we get it. It's hard out here. It's expensive. Inflation is freaking crazy, especially out here in California. It's ridiculous. So yeah, you might need $30 for gas. That's fine. It's just brotherhood, man. We're just breaking bread with your brothers. We don't just say it. We don't just talk about it. We have to be about it, right? That's what Christ did. We're supposed to follow him, right?
Right.
Muhammad ain't doing that. The Muslims are going to whisper to you a whole bunch of sweet nothings.
Sorry, trying to say a bean pie. That's disgusting.
That's it. And then you still living on the street. He did nothing for you. You talking about some, oh yeah, I'm here for you, brother. And he not there for you. He chilling in the house with AC and you living on the street. You like, oh.
If I can add on to what you were saying, and then after that, everybody gonna rally up and beat on you.
You know what? You right. I forgot. He's right. No, yeah. That does happen in jail. Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy. It's like we've been getting on these Muslims. But
one more. I promise, last one. They gonna tell you, everything gonna be good. They gonna start doing that marching stuff that they be doing in the fruit of Islam. You ever seen them videos? Oh my! I'm gonna sing some of the videos. Them videos be pissing me off. I'm like, y'all niggas look so goofy in them suits and them little red bow ties, trying to sell me a bean pie, nigga. I don't want it. Stop talking to me. It's like it be a Muslim right there on the corner, like every day on the way to class. Good Lord.
Oh man. For time's sake, you can just read the rest of the English. I will just keep going, and you'll keep going all the way to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 2.
Verse 2?
Yeah, so 14, verse 2. So you stopped. So start
31,
here. And
verse 2?
Yeah, just keep reading the English. I might stop you.
Con. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13, verse 32.
Mm-hmm.
What things soever I command you, observe to do it. Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it.
Meaning what? What things soever I command you, observe to do it. Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it. If I could. Real quick. Is prostitution a sin? Yes, it is. That is a sin, right? Is it a sin for a man to sleep with a woman and then leave her? Yes, it is. Okay. There are, again, I have to say it, the ISUPK is not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. We're not affiliated with what you know of as today as the nation of Israel. The reason why we have to keep giving that disclaimer is because there are certain groups out there, I forgot which one it was, who were teaching.
I know which one it is.
Yeah. Who were teaching that you can sleep with a woman and then not be with her, because that did not count as a sin. That was considered a transaction. I can't make this stuff up. You can try to, okay, I'm gonna give it to you straight. What is the whole purpose of a demon? If to obey the law, statutes, and commandments is to keep you alive, what does sin lead you to? Go ahead. Death. That is the whole purpose of a demon. Their whole purpose is to lead you to death.
Right.
Now, death can mean, literally you passing, or it could just mean you just destroying yourself, losing yourself, right? Because you could be spiritually dead. Right? If you drunk out of your mind and you don't know where you at and you have anger problems and you can't, fend for yourself, spiritually you're dead. You going off that booger sugar, guess what? You spiritually dead. I'm telling you right now. If you are prostituting yourself, selling your body, you are dead inside. That's what that is. That is the whole purpose of a demon, right? So when the Lord says don't add on to or diminish thereof, prostitution is prostitution.
Right.
Okay? I'm just using this as an example. There's other things too. But people will try to find a way around it. That's kind of how demons work. Demons love to attack you the most when you're alone. They like to get in your head and, it's just one time. Oh, no one's going to know. You can come back from this. Just take one hit. Remember the old days? That's what that demon is doing. So you might do it one time. And in your mind, because this is going back to the psychology of things. Certain people do certain things because they were never held accountable for it. So, for example, if there is let's make up something. Let's say there's a dude out there, he just beats women, right? But he never got, excuse my language, he never got his ass whooped. No one checked him for beating women. He just beat them. He's going to keep doing it. You want to know why? Because he was never shown any repercussions for his actions.
Right.
So his brain is not, it's not registering like, oh, this is bad. Odds are he's just going to keep doing it. The same thing if you do drugs, or if you like whatever sin there is, right? You're going to keep doing it because in your mind you're convincing yourself, oh, I didn't get caught. I'm still here. You snorted it one time. Oh, I'm still here. I'm okay. So you're going to do it again.
Right.
Again. Again. Sisters, you might be cheating on your man. You got away with it this time. Maybe he didn't know this time. You do it again. And then again. And then again. You keep doing it. But the thing about sin is one day you're going to get caught. It might take 5 days. It might take 5 minutes. It might take 5 years. But you will be caught for what you've done.
Right.
And you will face the repercussions of it at some point. So the whole point of this is don't try to feed into that demon and try to like tell yourself like, oh no, this is okay. No, sin is sin. I remember it was a sister. I was with Natazar. I'll never forget this. He spoke to the sister one time. He seen her at the grocery store. He was telling her, pork is bad and stuff like that. She said, "I'll die over this bacon." I said, what?
You definitely is.
Hey, yes,
Yes,
but
you
that's the demon though. Like, yes, you are gonna die. Mind you, there's beef bacon. Beef bacon is
fire.
Way better. I know some people might not like turkey bacon. I get it. Sometimes it tastes like
That's
leather.
disgusting.
But beef bacon, top tier, and it's better for you. But now you want pork bacon. You don't want steak. You want pork chops. That's insane. But that's what the demon is designed to do, though.
Right.
To make you think like this is okay, and just keep doing this to yourself until one day you pass, or you're sick, you're bedridden. Spiritually you're dead, right? And now you're sitting there feeling sorry for yourself, but now it's like you convince yourself, oh, it's too late now. I can't stop now. I've already done it for all these years. It's too late. I can't do nothing about it because you're just so far gone. That's the whole point of sin.
Right.
Don't fall into it. So don't try to add on to whatever. All right. In the world, they do that. You know they got gay pastors, right? Bible is against homosexuality. There's gay pastors. They'll try to tell you, yeah, the Lord forgave me. No, you're gay. Stop. You shouldn't be doing that. Okay, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Right.
Like, or for example, you can't teach if you're unclean. Simple, right? Look, I ain't just use your imagination. I don't know. People be doing whatever they want and still showing up to church. You just nasty. You were a midnight ballerina, and now you done did God knows what, and now you coming to. You get the point. Slack you. But just don't try to misconstrue what the Lord has told you. Don't try to do it. You will lose. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna lose. Don't do it. And recognize. Train your brain to recognize like that's a demon trying to attack you.
Right.
I'm not gonna do that. Slack you. You got anything about before we continue?
If I could, just a couple of things. What you were saying about that fake Israelite group that, says that sleeping with a prostitute is a business transaction. They also teach a great doctrine that you can take advantage of women. And their leader, I'm saying, I ain't gonna go into the name. I'm not gonna give him that glory, but he was found of, wearing his wife's, drawers and defecating in them and liking videos of transsexuals on the internet. So you have to know these things by their works. You have to know these groups by their works. Islam, Christianity, you know what I'm saying? Buddhism, you know what I'm saying? All these other fake Israelite groups that claim to have the truth. There's a reason why they left the one body, because they couldn't do what they wanted to do in here. You can't do what you want to do in here. As far as your vile affections, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And what you need to recognize is that when you're fighting the demon is not going to sound like, it's not going to be the little devil that pop up on your shoulder. It's going to sound just like you. It's going to be you. It's going to be you reasoning with you. But in reality, it's a demon reasoning with the Holy Spirit in you, the Spirit of the Lord. When you get the temptation to do something, you hear the voice in your head say, "No, I ain't going to do that. I'm tripping. That's the Lord fighting for. That's the Spirit of the Lord fighting for you to be right.
Mm-hmm.
You need to recognize which one you need to listen to. Because eventually you're going to keep listening to the little, you know what I'm saying, the little devil on your shoulder that you guys claim to see. You're going to keep listening to that voice. You're going to keep listening to yourself over and over and over again. Like you said, it's going to keep going and keep going. You're going to keep hitting that blunt until you want to hit a pookie pipe. You want to smoke crack. You want to do heroin. You want to shoot it. And then guess what? You're going to stick that needle on your arm one more time. You're going to die. The Lord's going to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Period, point blank. It's no easy way to put it. You know what I'm saying? So it's time for you to recognize when you're fighting a demon and when the Holy Spirit and the Spirit of the Lord is trying to fight for you. Because those things right there, recognizing the discernment between those two is going to save your life one day. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Chapter 13. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13, verse 1. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and give thee a sign or a wonder, and the sign or wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them, thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet, or that dreamer of dreams. For the Lord your God proveth you to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul.
If I could, real quick, I'm going to say it's plain and simple. There is somebody who claims to be a prophet. I'm hinting at the Muslims. Sorry, that's just the main topic right now.
don't do it.
And I'm going to say for the public, if there is somebody who claims to be a prophet and they are telling you to do things that God would not want you to do, that is not a prophet.
Right.
That is a Pharisee. I don't know if y'all know about them Pharisees, but them Pharisees are part of the reason why Christ died. All right? Do not follow them.
Right.
This is why, we okay. For most Christian churches, because I've been through this when I was a kid, right? They go up there, they might say maybe one or two verses out the Bible, and then they start dancing and shaking the tambourine. That's it.
God so loved the world.
No breakdown. No, does anybody have any questions? That's why we're serious. If you have questions, feel free to ask us. We want you to critically think, why shouldn't I eat pork? I mean, you saying it, but why? Of course, we're going to give you the scripture, but then that's why we brought out earlier. You go into the genetics of it. Genetically, we're not supposed to eat that stuff. You see what it does to our people, right? We want y'all to understand why God tells you not to do certain things, not to just blindly follow something. That's what Pharisees do. Pharisees will tell you something whimsical, and it just, like you said, it sounds good, but then they don't really do nothing.
Right.
Going back to, I'm sorry, I gotta say, going back to the Muslims, right? You in jail, we in the same cell, and you talking about I can help you if you convert to being a Muslim, and I'm still in jail. You still here. You was here before me. What can you do for me? Sound good. Christian churches, oh yeah, come as you are. God will forgive you for all your sins. Well, he left out the small part of you got to stop sinning, though. You cut that part out.
Right.
Because it sounds good. That's why so many of our people, they love Christianity, because it doesn't hold you accountable for anything. You can do whatever, you could be just a nasty person. I keep talking about the midnight ballerina. That's just a code word for a stripper. That's all that is. And them strippers be doing other stuff too. The point is, you done did everything vile underneath the sun from Monday to Saturday. And then you show up for Sunday service. And you actually little hats they be wearing and stuff.
Little.
Yeah.
Big ass hats. Big ass frisbees.
No, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You smiling, and they be having what is that thing? They have a little thing they started fanning themselves.
She got the same heels on she had last night under her dress.
For real, still got dirt on them. God knows what else.
Not dirt. I got $1 bill stuck in. She walking to church, pulled a $1 bill on. Good Lord, bro.
But the thing is, they love that though. Our people love that. Why though? Because it doesn't. It sounds good. It doesn't hold you accountable. Pastor is not really trying to get you to change. He says, come as you are. Oh, you did a horrible thing. brother, you murdered somebody last week. It's okay. Come to church. He's a murderer, and he's still doing it. What are we talking about? This dude's a pedophile. It's all right, brother. God still loves you. Huh? No. I'm paraphrasing. God, it says in the Bible, God hates sinners.
Right.
And you just, it's all right. It's all right, brother. You can come on in. What? You're not gonna say nothing to him? You're not gonna chat? Like nothing? You call the cops. I don't know, something. No, that's okay. That's why we love Christianity, because it sounds good. You're not gonna change. Being a Christian doesn't require you to change. And here you're required to change.
Right.
We all come from something. We all came from the world, right? Whoever we were, in here you cannot be that. You have to be better than yourself. We're going to challenge you to be better than yourself. God is going to challenge you to be better than what you were, to get away from all those evil, wicked ways. Because the thing is, some of us don't even think that some of the things are evil.
Right.
Yes, celebrating a birthday is evil. I hate to break it, but that's just true, right? Celebrating Christmas and worshiping a fat man that climbs down your chimney, you ain't even got no damn chimney, and eating up your cookies. That sounds crazy. But no, you can't do that here.
Right.
Celebrating Easter, which is really modeled after the goddess of fertility, Ishtar. It's a sex god. That's really what that is. Why do you think they use a bunny? Because bunnies are supposed to represent like something fertile. And you celebrate, but it's just for the kids, and you do like, what is it, little egg hunts or whatever. No, it's a pagan holiday. God says you're not supposed to do that. So even though you might have been a very nice person, you celebrate pagan holidays, which I think we all have to some extent out in the world, right? It's not allowed in here. You gotta let that go.
Right.
And for some people, it might be hard. That's fine. Life's hard. If you want to be better, like anybody who's ever wanted to better themselves in this world has had to face some sort of adversity at one point or another. All right, you go to the gym, you want to look right. Okay, you got to work out. You might have to run, lift weights, whatever it is. And guess what? Your body's gonna hurt. But guess what? Eventually, you train hard enough, your body starts to get used to it. Things don't get easier; you just get better.
Right.
And that's what's required in here. Trust me, we still got to deal with everything. Like, I don't want anybody to think like we come in here and it's like, oh yeah, I'm in the Isupk, I don't got no problems. We still got problems. Still got problems. It's just now we have the tools spiritually and mentally to deal with said problems. We know how to navigate through certain things. We have brothers that we can talk to about, like, hey, it's like, so I'm going through this right now. I need help, whatever, right? That's it. The world is still the world. Esau's still in charge right now, at least. That's not gonna happen for too much longer. But in the meantime, we know how to go on about things. That's all. But it ain't, again, this is practical. That's all. You gotta be better. You are required to change when you come in here. It's a lot here. You got anything out?
My good sir, this touch on what you're saying is very heavy, because being in a Christian church is easy. It's so easy to sin Monday through Saturday and then come back to church on Sunday and be forgiven of all your sins. You get dunked in that water 13 times. I'm saying, and have your body count reset 13 goddamn times. It's so easy. It's easy to be a sinner. It's easy to not follow the rules. You just do what you want. You fulfill your lust and you satisfy your flesh at all times throughout the day, throughout the week. It's easy. But coming in here, following the Lord, really serving the Lord, it's hard. It's not an easy thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying, the law of the Lord is not grievous. I'm not saying it like that. But it's not easy to not do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Paul said, I do what I don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't satisfy my flesh. Whatever I want, if I want to get up, I'm thinking about studying, I'm like, no, I don't want to study. No, I'm tired. Guess what? I'm going to get up and study. Now I don't want to go to class tonight. I'm going to get up and go to class. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you got to remember, listen to those voices, the voice that's telling you to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? It's so hard to come in here and become a new person. It's so hard to kill the person that you once were. That's why we don't even call you by the same name once the process is complete. That's why we change your name, because you're a completely different person. It's so hard to become a new person, especially as you've been growing up in a world full of chaos and sin and iniquity your entire life. So it's hard. We understand that. But guess what? The Lord is going to give you the tools, like you said, sir. The Lord is going to give you the tools spiritually, mentally, and physically to fight and make, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to get easier. You know what I'm saying? You just get better. It's like,
Most High in Christ. You consider. Oh, go ahead.
To your point, they sinning all week.
Mhm.
They come in on Sunday, so they constantly sinning. It's no,
Right.
they're not sinning. The
Mhm.
whole
Yeah, just
day
never
1 through
ends.
7 is all sin.
Mhm.
right.
Crazy thing, Sunday ain't even the Sabbath. It's Saturday. You done missed the Sabbath. Like, but again, like Christian church is not going to teach you that. Like,
Right.
there's no accountability, and that's okay. People don't change. This might sound crazy. People don't change because they want to. People change when they have to.
Right.
If that makes sense. Meaning, if you, whatever it is you do, right? But it is allowed. Going back to the Christian church, right? They let you come in and do whatever. There's no accountability. Why would you change? No one's gonna put you in a position to change. If anything, the behavior is rewarded. So you're never gonna change. You'll be like that. That's why you see some of them. They be up in there like them big hats, and it'd be like an older sister. She's been going to that same church for 25 years and has not changed. She's the same person she was when she was young.
Right.
She just looks different. But that makes sense though. Because why would she change? No one's gonna make her change. Change comes when you have to. Perfect example, like kind of like drugs and stuff. Some people, it does click. Thank the Lord. You start doing drugs, and the drugs start getting real grievous. You start doing hard drugs. You start doing needles. And you might have that near-death experience, and maybe that near-death experience was what got you to say, yo, I gotta go to rehab. Nah, I can't do this. But again, something happened for you to change. Now, I pray you never on the needle, but some people go through that and it's like, nah, I gotta change now. Why though? Because something happened. You about to lose your life. You realize this ain't worth it. So you changed because you had to change.
Right.
Going on again, you have to change. Because people who don't change, they usually don't last. Like you said, they want to go back to the world. That's all it is. It's not good. You can go ahead.
I won't come. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13 and verse 4. Ye shall walk after the Lord your God, and fear him, and keep his commandments, and obey his voice. And ye shall serve him, and cleave unto him. And the prophet, or the dreamer of dreams, shall be put to death, because he has spoken to turn you away from the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt, and redeemed you out of the house of bondage, to thrust thee out of the way which the Lord thy God commanded thee to walk in. So shalt thou put the evil away from the midst of thee. If thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son of thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom, or the friend which is as thine own soul, entice thee secretly, saying, let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not knoweth thou, nor thy fathers, namely of the gods of the people, which are round about you, nigh unto thee, or far off from thee, from the one end of the earth, even unto the other end of the earth, thou shalt not consent unto him, nor hearken unto him, neither shalt thou eye pity him, neither shalt thou spare, neither shalt thou conceal him, but thou shalt surely kill him. Thine hand shall be first upon him to put him to death, and afterwards the hand of all the people. Verse 10. And thou shalt stone him with stones, that he die, because he has sought to thrust thee away from the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage.
Okay, stop right there. Okay, so right here, obviously, we don't do this now, right? But this is pretty much a message that I think people should take seriously. The Most High is saying, if you have friends, family, whatever, like people that were around you, they're trying to deter you away from the Most High, like, hey, like, we should go smoke crack.
Right.
we should go do it. I know what you believe in, but let's go do that. Back then, it was so bad that you got called out right there. Like we've read plenty of accounts where people get stoned to death because it was just that bad. You're not doing that. We are not sinning. That's how serious it was. Now, I'm not telling you to go out here and just throw rocks at people. I'm not telling you. But what I'm trying to tell you is, though, the message that you can get from this is be careful who you hang around with. All right. I'm paraphrasing. Christ says that, so pretty much to be his friend, you got to follow. Now, I'm breaking this down real quick. What is a friend? What's a friend? Is a friend somebody you live down the street from? Is a friend somebody you play baseball with growing up? Is that a friend? I've known certain people for a very long time. There was a long time I've had the same group of friends since I was like in the 6th grade. And now I don't really talk to any of them. There's like a few people that like I'm still cool with after, but like most of them I'm not talking to. You know why? Because they were okay with sinning. They were okay with still doing the things that we used to do.
Right.
I wasn't anymore. I'm like, no, I'm good. And it didn't take long for them to be like, okay, well, screw you too. Mind you, not getting disrespectful, not fighting nobody, but our spirits did not align anymore. Usually people hang out with people who are similar to them.
Right.
I'm getting to the basics of it. Human beings in general, we are very like egotistical in a sense, right? What I mean by that is you like to hang out with things that are familiar. People who are similar to you. It could be your style, where you're from, type of music you listen to, whatever, right? We're all like this. Everybody's like this, right? You might have a group of friends. Let's say y'all all, I'll use this as like the most famous one. You a sister, you hang out with the same sisters all the time. Y'all go out, go to the club, dress promiscuously, do whatever, right? And you might have been doing that for a long time, but then one day you meet a man that you really like. He treats you right, all that good stuff. This is your husband now. And your husband might not be okay with certain things. He might not want you to dress a certain way and carry yourself a little bit. And you love him so much, you just listen to him, right? And those are really your friends. They will respect the fact that, hey, your husband's not okay with this. You're a wife now. It's different now. You moved it. But then, some people in the world, them women gonna hate you. They hate you. Why? Because you don't want to go to the club with them and act wild.
Right.
You don't want to feed into the we hate men or, excuse my language, niggas ain't shit agenda, right? You don't do that. Now they don't like you. Why? Did you do anything to them? No, you didn't. You just love your husband. You honor your relationship. You're a mother now. Like, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that is the demon in them cannot sympathize with you anymore. Because now you're not doing what they do.
Right.
They're angry at you for it. So you know what I would tell you? Don't even hang out with them. Because they want you to be that. They want to drag you down. They'll be okay if you went to them and you was smack talking about your husband and you cheated on him or something. Oh, they would love you. Because now you're one of them. They all single. They got no man. You got them. And now they're mad at you. Shouldn't they be happy for you if those were really your friends, right? It's because you're not similar to them anymore. So, again, you should be careful who you hang out with because some of these people, they don't want you to change. They're comfortable where they're at. And they like it where you're comfortable where you're at. But you want to change now. They don't like that. Some people, they can't deal with that. Their spirit can't deal with that. And if they can't deal with that, good riddance. Because that's somebody who's going to drag you down. He doesn't want to see you succeed in life. You shouldn't want to be around people like that. We want you to succeed. Right? We want you to get off the drugs. We want you to honor your marriage. We want you to be a righteous brother, a righteous sister. We want you to have all the kids, have a big family. Do all that. Be successful. You want to go get an education system? Absolutely. You want to go to college? Okay, go ahead and do it. We want to push that. Because that's actually like real love.
Right.
And you are our brother, you're our sister, you're our friend.
Right.
But this talking about right here, God telling you that ain't your friend. Don't do that. It's like it. You got anything before we continue?
Lots of them.
All right, we'll continue.
Verse 11. And all Israel shall hear and fear, and shall do no more any such wickedness as this is among you. Verse 12. If thou shalt hear, say in one of thy cities, which the Lord thy God hath given thee to dwell there, saying, certain men, the children of Baalel, are gone out from among you, and have withdrawn the inhabitants of their city, saying, let us go and serve other gods which ye have not known. Then shalt thou inquire and make search and ask diligently, and behold, if it be true, and the thing certain that such abomination is brought among you. Verse 15. Thou shalt surely smite the inhabitants of that city with the edge of the sword, destroying it utterly, and all that is therein, and the cattle thereof with the edge of the sword. And thou shalt gather all the spoil of it into the midst of the streets thereof, and shalt burn it with fire the city, and all the spoils thereof, every whit, for the Lord thy God, and it shall be a heap forever. It shall not be built again. And there shall cleave naught of the cursed thing to thine hand, that the Lord may turn from their fierceness. The Lord may turn from the fierceness of his anger, and shew thy mercy, and show thee mercy, and have compassion upon thee, and multiply thee, as he hath shown unto thy fathers. Verse 18. When thou shalt hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep all his commandments, which I command thee this day, to do that which is right in the eyes of the Lord thy God. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, and verse 1. Ye are the children of the Lord your God. Ye shall not cut yourselves, nor make any baldness between your eyes for the dead. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself, above all the nations that are upon the earth.
So that's the 49 verses. So that'll be it for this class. Next week we'll be starting the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 3. For anybody who's already, pretty much everybody who's participated in the class, obviously it's always appreciated, and we always encourage it, the water for the participation, and pretty much what you can, get from this class, as usual, just follow the law, statutes, and commandments. I think that's like, the most basic way to put it. But also, just remember what happens when we don't. And also just don't think of the Bible at this. We're not genies. Most High isn't a genie. It's nothing like that. Because I think some people in the world, they might look at it like, oh, I don't believe in that mumbo jumbo. And it's like, well, it's not, though. It's very practical.
Right.
It's very practical. Don't eat this. It's bad for you. Don't do drugs. It's bad for you. Don't we could talk about a whole bunch of things, but ultimately, all we are trying to tell you is just don't do the things that would harm you. He wants you to live. That's all.
Right.
Ultimately, that's all God wants. He just wants you to live. Live, and he's giving you the correct way to live so that you can live a long, prosperous life.
That's right.
That's all. That's if you want to get to the nitty gritty, that's basically the message that we're just trying to put out. And if you don't want that, then hey, we'll be with you. We'll be here. We'll be here as long as the Lord allows us to.
That's right.
All right. So with that being said, before we close the class, do you have anything about it?
So, Con, just if I could, one closing statement. Well, Verse 8, chapter 13, verse 18 stood out to me. It says, man, do what's right in the eyes of the Lord. Man, don't be afraid to serve the Lord because the world calls it fear. Chapter 14, verse 2 said, thou shalt be a peculiar people unto the Lord. You're not supposed to look like everybody else, man. Don't be afraid to wear them fringes or wear your boots or wear your headpiece or wear your mitre outside the house, man. Be peculiar, be different. Show the world what real royalty or what a real priest should look like. You know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to be peculiar. You know what I'm saying? This is our world, they just living in it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just take it that way. Yeah. The Muslims ain't shit. So like
So, yeah. All right. A lot for everybody tuning in. So with that being said, Majin wants me to rise or stand. Just me and the brothers up here.
how about see me outside, bro? Yeah.
How about Shimmy Al Shab Rock? Yeah.
Yeah, about Simi Abashab Rock. Yeah. Step out with your right leg, come out, and then slowly back from height. Then rock, take your right arm, right here, and then still have it as a fist. Put this arm right here, and then you'll repeat after me. Yahweh, Yahweh, Bashem, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Rock, yeah, yeah. Sorry, excuse me.
Socal. Mighty one upon Yahudim. This is where I stand facing east. We're going over the prayers in Hebrew and English. Beginning with the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, Abanawa, Sabbath Shemayim, Badash, Hayah, Isupk, Yahweh, Malakavka, Taba'ah, Zaka, Hayah, Bashamayim, Natalanawa, Kam, Yawam, Masalachnawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalachnawa, Kabawathinawa, Wala'ah, Tabiyanawa, Banasaya 1, Babal, Babashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Ha'ala, Para, Lawalamium, Hamad.
This is the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh, thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done
in earth.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
Lead us not
into
temptation.
into temptation.
But
deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
Thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. Amen. It's the cock the power in the Hebrew Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashemi Hawashai.
Bahashemi Hawashai.
Bakusha.
Bakusha.
Adonanawa.
Adonanawa.
Hakah. Hakah.
Hakah.
Arapa'ah. Call Makala. Call Manawat. Hakah. Matahar. Hamatazariah. Hakah. Hakwaya. Hamathia. Hakah. Arakawa. Atama'ala. Lagarashan. Bahashemi Hawashai. Water Amah.
A copy is the power in English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please
Give us the power.
give us the power to heal.
The power to heal
all manner of sickness.
all manner of sickness
and all manner of disease.
and all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name
of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
So be it. This is blessed Israel in the Hebrew Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashemi Hawashai.
Bahashemi Hawashai.
Barak Lanawa. Vayashar'ala. Habaya. Zaparia. Barak. Bahashemi Hawashai. Water Amah.
we just said was Lord.
Lord.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
All. Haryam.
Haryam.
Ayan.
Ayan.
Gaba'ah. Azaria. Azaria. Ma'aim. Yahweh. Shah. Shabayam. Aratzah. Ayadan. Nawat. Rogaka. Ayanawam. Shamarka. Panah. La'ah. Yanawam. Bala'ah. Son. Salmar. Yashar'ala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Lazalka. Ayad. Yimyanka. Yamamam. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakaka. Wairach. Balayala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Makar. Rai. Yashamar. Napashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Kazaka. Wabawaka. Waitha. Wa'id. Awulam.
Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help comes from the Lord.
My help comes from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel.
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber
shall not slumber
nor sleep.
nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade.
The Lord is thy shade
Upon thy right hand.
upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee.
The Lord shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth
And even. Forevermore.
forevermore. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al Dami Alakah. Al Taka Arash. Al Tashakwat. All. Kayahana. Kayawabika. Hama. Yawan. Ra'ash. Alaimaka. Ya'arayam. Sawada. Wayatha. Ya'aitazawa. Al Tazapawanyaka. Amaru. Wakawa. Wanakakida. Magoya. Wala'a. Yazakar. Sham Yashra Allah. It's like I would die. Kaya. Nawa'aitazawa. Laba. Yakadwa. Ayaka. Barya. Yakarafwa. Ahoya. Alawam. Wayashamai. Alaya. Mawa'aba. Wahagaria. Gabal. Waimawan. Waimalak. Halasha. Amyashabya. Kazawar. Gum Ashawar. Nalawa. Aimah. Hayawa. Zarawai. Labunya. Lawat. Salah. Aisha. Laham. Kamanya. Kasaya. Sarah. Kayabya. Wanakar. Oyashwan. Nishanbawa. Ba'ayan. Da'ara. Hayawa. Dama. La'adama. Shayadamwa. Nada. Damawa. Kaira. Wakazabah. Wakazabah. Wakazamana. Call Nasiyakamwa. Ashar. Marwa. Naya Rasha. Nanawa. Na'awa. Alahaya. Alahaya. Shayadam. Kugogala. Kukwash. Lapunya. Rawaka'a. Ka'ash. Tabaira. Ya'ira. Wakalahaba. Talahat. Harayam. Kun. Dar Datma. Basairika. Abasa. Wapaka. Tabahalam. Mala'a. Panyaham. Palawan. Wayabakwashwa. Shabka. Yahawah. Yabashwa. Wayabahowa. Ayai. Ayakaparwa. Abad, Waya da Iwa, Kay Ata, Shaka, Yahweh, Labaka, Iwan, Alkar, Ha'arat.
This is Psalms 83 in English. Kina passaram, so God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O God.
O God.
For lo.
For lo,
Thine enemies.
make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people
And consulted.
and consulted
against thy hidden.
against thy hidden one.
They have said.
Come,
and let us cut them off.
let us cut them off
From being a nation.
from being a nation.
The name of Israel.
The name of Israel.
May be no more remembered.
And be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together
With one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites
of Moab.
of Moab.
And Hagarenes.
And Hagarenes.
Gebal.
Gebal.
And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
So also was joined with them.
So also was joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them
As unto the Midianites.
as unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And like Zaid.
And like Zaid.
Yea.
Yea.
All the princes.
All their princes.
As Zabah.
As Abba.
And as Abud.
And as Almud.
Who said.
Who said.
Let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves
The houses of God.
the house of God
In possession.
in possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Make them like a whip.
Make them like a whip.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the sun before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the flames of the mountains on
As
fire.
the flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them
With thy tempest.
with thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid
With thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
Let me seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Lord.
O Lord.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded
In trouble.
and trouble
Forever.
forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame
And perish.
and perish.
That men may know.
That men may know
That thou.
that thou,
Whose name alone.
whose name alone
Is Yahweh.
is Yahweh,
Art the most high.
art the most high
All the earth.
of all the earth. These are the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shai. Wa Mayaka Allah. Wa Alahayim. Wa Tazabi Ala Wapia Hana. Ala Wapia. Hasarenyam. Hakotazayanyam. Hakahayoyam. Wa Akwatyan. Yahweh. Wa Hashem. Yahushai. The water. Amen.
Now in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahushai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
The man in General Yohana.
Commanding General Yohana.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
All right, so these are the curses. All right, bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushai.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evil.
Send evil.
And curses.
And curses.
And punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against
That
us.
speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
Israelite brothers.
Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evil.
Send evil.
And curses.
And curses.
And punishment.
And punishment.
destruction.
And destruction. To the heathen.
And shake loose.
And shake loose.
The treasure.
The treasure
Of the rich.
of the rich.
Of Israel.
Of Israel.
That refuse.
To
To give to the school.
give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy
To
sanctuary.
enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evil.
Send evil.
And curses.
And curses.
And punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nation.
And the nation.
And the drug dealers.
And the drug dealers.
The court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments.
All the governments.
Of our enemies.
Of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues.
Amalek synagogues.
And armies.
And armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Pasikamatazi.
Pasikamatazi.
The gay movement.
The gay movement.
The lesbian
The
movement.
lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
NASA space program.
Army.
Army.
Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force,
Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet,
internet,
and the airways,
airways,
the cable access channel, and the radio channel, convict the spirit of any of thy people, that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction, to all the heathen, that stand in the way, or try to stop us, from broadcasting your word throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro, through the earth, and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Lay Yahushua, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers, and punish all the heathen that come up against us, as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that hath done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause it to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, always, so be. Sorry. Before we end the class, does anybody want to be anointed at all, or is everybody good? Okay. If you want to switch the floor. Yeah, just go ahead. Here comes the brother. Okay. So, good. Go ahead. It's kind of okay. All right, so this is the anointing prayer in Hebrew. So just me and him are going to say this, right? So Baraki Yahweh, by Shamarka, Ya'ar, Yahweh, Pan Yahweh, Alika, Wayakunka, Yasha'ah, Yahweh, Pan Yahweh, Alika, Wayashamlaka, Shalom, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Barak, Rapah, Magun. Now what's going to happen is, we'll do first. So you're going to state your name, you'll say it 3 times. All right, so go ahead. Kind of war. Michael. Shakat. Ba'ashem Yahushai. The water Aman. So now what we just said was, Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh in the name of Yahushai, bless, heal, shield, protect. You all right? So, now we'll have the sister come up. This is the anointing prayer in Hebrew. Yabarak Yahweh. Wayashamarka. Ya'ar. Yahweh. Pan Yahweh. Alika. Wayakunka. Yasha'ah. Yahweh. Pan Yahweh. Alika. Waya. Shamlaka. Shalom. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahushai. Barak. Rapa'ah. Magun. Talisa, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the water Aman. And again, what we said was in English, Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh in the name of Yahushai, bless, heal, shield, protect. All right. So the sister can have a seat for the brothers before we close class. Amijam, Barak, All right, sister, please stand. And men of Israel will Sar face the sister. We're going to give one, if you can face the brothers. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sister. So, men of Israel, Amijah, Ma'am Shabbat, Amijah, Barak,
Yahweh Shema Alatah Bahashemi Hawashai.
And then I'll walk you through it. So you'll repeat it back to us. So you'll say Yahweh, Shema, Alatah, Bahashem, Yahushua. All right. Now, men of Israel, Yajmatah, so you put your hands down. Class dismissed.
Yeah.